How we doing, gang? This is going to be a tutorial on how to play the guitar solo to Yellow Mellow by Ocean Alley. So if you're like me, then you love that song because that song is awesome. I love Ocean Alley. That song really got me into reggae. I just heard it and I was like, man, this is sick. I have wanted to be able to play that solo for a while, but unfortunately I don't see any tutorials on YouTube on how to actually play it. Tons of covers and stuff of it, but no videos on how to play the guitar solo itself. So I'm gonna try to break it down for you guys here. I figured it out just by slowing down the YouTube video of the song, kind of figuring it out note by note. I don't have it perfectly, but for me it's close enough to be happy with it. I'm gonna go through it for you guys. So the song itself is in the key of B minor. And the chords are going to be D, E minor, B. Solo itself is really just B minor pentatonic for the most part, but so I'm going to play through it here. I'll probably whiff a little bit of it, but I'm just going to try to get through it. Then I'm going to go through it again slowly and kind of show you guys lick by lick how to get through it. So it starts like this. So not perfect, but I think I got most of the notes down there. So we're gonna start off here, normal B minor pentatonic shape. And we're gonna start in this first shape. This is the first lick on the A string. Slide up, next string back down. And I like to kind of grab the G and the B string, bend them a little bit, and then land back on that B, that root note, B on the D string. Then we're gonna go back up to that B, bend that G string up, and then a double bend on that B string up to that B note. So that's the first part, all really just within that B minor pentatonic shape. E, B string, bend that up, whole step. Now this next part is tricky. It took me a while to really get it down, and I'm not sure if I have it perfect, but we're going hammer on from the 7th to the 10th fret on the high E string, to the 10th fret B string, back to that B, and then on the B string here, we'll hammer on. You can do that really fast. It all kind of blends together when you go fast. But you can also, sometimes I'll go like, I'll hit that B again. So you got that, or you know, you can hit that B again. Bend that up, standard blues lick there. Then you get back on that G string, a little double bend. And then this lick comes over and over again in the solo. We got this G string on the 9th fret, and then you go down a 4th to the B note, and then you go back to there, that minor 3rd right there. So you got minor 4th, root, minor 3rd, and that's over and over in the song. Not necessarily on those same notes, but that little lick, that comes in a lot later. So far we got throw in this B string too. That little lick, get familiar with that. Then we're just kind of walking down, back up. So that's that first part. Now we're gonna, to get to this second part, bend that G string, E string, B string, and then we slide from the A note to that B right there, same as that note. Hit it twice, then we go. Bend that up, E string, hammer on that 12th fret, B string 12th fret. Now we're gonna go, once we get through that part, we're gonna go back to that same lick we had before, kinda. Sorry, it goes different this time. It goes. That part's the same, but when we do that little bend there, so it's the same as that first time we did that lick, but instead of going, we're gonna end with double hammer on there, on the to that B right there. I'm also grabbing the G string there. I'm hitting a little double stop hammer on there. So far we got, sorry. Got that. So it's kind of very similar, those first two parts. And then we get to this last part here, and this is definitely the trickiest part in my opinion. Probably a few different ways to play it, but we're gonna go from this B minor pentatonic shape on the 7th fret. I'm grabbing this B note, and he's gonna do a little like double hammer on from the B to the D on the octave on the 12th fret. It's gonna be like, and that took me a while to get that. It's kind of weird. And you can go up here, but I like to kind of stay down here. He's like, then immediately after we do that, that same like I was talking about before, slide up to the 14th fret, and now we're gonna move. How I think of it is we're going kind of from this B minor, if you're familiar with the cage system, the G shape of the cage system, the normal pentatonic shape, kind of dabbling on that E shape here a little bit. Sliding up to the D shape now, 14th fret, D shape of the cage system. Same lick that we did down here. On there, 12th to the 14th, D string, land on the 14th of the A string, and then we do that little lick we were doing before, and he loves that. So we got going from here, literally the exact same thing right here. Then we slide up again. Now we're in the C shape of the cage system. And now it gets a little bit different. Rather than doing the, it's a little bit more delayed. It's not a quick hammer on. Kind of pause it a little bit from the 14th to the 16th fret, right there. Then Then he's gonna slide up to 15th and 17th on the B string. So we got same lick again. Then he's gonna go same lick again, 15th, 7th fret, and then we're going back to that B note there. So that last part we're going same lick again right here with those notes, and then we're going to move up to that A shape of the cage system, these E and B string right there. That was the hardest part for me to figure out, was what he does right here. He's like, if you really slow it down, you actually hear this A note kind of 3 times, but when I do it, it's like, I don't want to hear it 3 times. It sounds kind of weird. So what I like to do is I go like, pull off, hammer on there. So we're on the 19th fret, 17th, 19, 17, 19. Slide back to that C shape where we were before. Whole step, and that's such a sick, beautiful bend right there. Kind of hard to get it perfect because it just sounds so good in the song, but so that's pretty much all I got for that. It's a tricky solo. It took me years to really, get the skills to even be able to try to learn it by ear and get it down. But hopefully that helps someone out there who's trying to learn that solo, because like I said, that solo for me was just so inspirational, influential. It really got me into reggae. I've been going to reggae festivals and stuff ever since I got into it, and that's just, it sounds so good, So hopefully this helps someone out there. Ogre out. Take it easy.